What's going on, guys? GemMint here, back with another statue unboxing and review. This time we have the 1/4 scale Iron Spider from XM Studios, and this is the comic version, not the MCU version. We're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, do a review, and I'm gonna show you where I place him in the collection at the end of the video. So make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's jump into it. All right, guys, here we go. So typical XM Studios box. And we have a beautiful art print included with this one. I think this one looks really good, really captures the statue. I love the New York City scenery in the background, the gravel, the explosions. And then it has another pamphlet here with the package contents. On the back has QR codes for the XM assembly video. But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and remove the straps and the lid off this thing. Only one layer, but in XM fashion, a ton of pieces. But man, they're looking good already. Let's start off by looking at the base. So this is just kind of like a destroyed piece of machinery. It has 3 claws, almost looks like it might be some Dr. Octopus type of technology, or who knows what he's up against. But rubble, debris, and battle damage is the theme here. Here's one of those fingers that comes out of there, and look at all the scratches on it, man. Interesting color scheme with that tan and bronze. You have the wiring there, which is a good look. There are 3 of these total, like I said. So here's the next one, just beat to hell. Big strong pegs here. Here's a look at the top, and like I said, the wiring, there's some exposed wiring there as well. And then the third and final one. So all have great detail, great weathering and battle damage on these pieces. This little piece, I don't even know why it's included. I forgot to even show it during assembly. Then we have another piece of debris with that kind of caution paneling on it, and this is gonna go on that circular base part. Then the spider arms. Wow, these are heavy duty. These are metal. They have that gold trim, and these are posable. So XM Studios includes a gold Allen wrench, and you gotta remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and you can actually adjust the joints. And they really went out of their way to do something new here, which is XM Studios' MO. They like to be innovative, and they could have gone plastic, they could have gone with some clicky thing, but they went heavy duty metal. It's got a lot of weight to it, it feels durable, and you're able to pose this however you like. So the Iron Spider in the comics has 3 arms, so this is the second one, and they're all 3 identical from what I could tell. Onto the hand. So I like how it has that grip, that kind of modernized texture. And man, the paint job, it's got that candy apple red hot rod paint job, courtesy of Tony Stark, and on the body is no exception. It really pops. The paint job is immaculate. I like how you have that same texture. You could even feel the difference. It feels like a leathery kind of padded texture. And the red and gold just look amazing, guys. Before I get into the assembly, a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Street Level Hero. SLHLA.com has exclusive variant covers with new drops every Tuesday and Thursday. They have this beautiful Spider-Man Venom 3 exclusive that you could only get here. Use code GemMint to save 10% on this and any item on the store anytime you shop there. Alright, so onto the assembly. Here's the base. You know, it's got that kind of rubble, destroyed construction site theme that I've seen with the X-Men pieces, but this one I feel is a little bit more special. It's kind of matching Spider-Man, right, with the kind of 3 arms. They each have 3 arms. I don't know, it kind of has a theme to it. A unique color scheme here, and these fingers that I'm keying in all have different key sizes and notches so that you can match them up. This one is basically part of the base. Alright, so now that the base is assembled, it looks good. It's well done, right? I'm usually not a fan of kind of just like that random construction site, but this one I do like a little bit more than some of those X-Men ones that I've been giving some criticism to. The damage is there. Some nice color separation. Alright, enough of that. Let's go ahead and key Spider-Man in here. A nice strong peg as well. And they really pulled off the airborne look with this guy. Let's get those hands in. They'll magnetize. Here's the right hand. And now onto the spider arms. So the spider arms are a little bit tricky. They all seem the same, so I think you can put anyone in each slot. And talk about, you know, trying to learn how to pose fabric capes. This is a whole new element, trying to pose metallic arms. And every time I look at it and take photos or take some B-roll footage, I always figure out a different way I want to position them. So here's just a quick little look, Spider-Man spinning, and man, the paint job looks great. The arms look menacing. I like the joints and how they kind of just creep out of his back like that. I wanted to grab this angle too because I think he's gonna look good high up, where you're looking up at this piece. And I'm gonna kind of have him mid-level. But yeah, just to show you guys a different angle, the airborne look, they really pulled it off. Man, he looks like he's really jumping out at you. All right, guys, here we go. The Iron Spider, the comic book version. Let's take a look at some specs first. So they made 699 of these guys, and they retailed about $950 or so. It's a sold-out piece. And I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the comic version of Iron Spider. It's actually one of the few MCU costumes that I think they've done better. I never really kind of understood, you know, how the costume part works if it's supposed to be iron. And I never really liked this piece from pictures, even the initial pictures, the recent collector's pictures. I was like, it doesn't really look good. It looks awkward. But that's why I'm glad that I got this in hand and didn't just go off of what I saw in pictures and video. I think it looks great, man. It definitely gets the GemMint seal of approval. I love all of it. I think that they really nailed that kind of jumping in the air look. The way that he's keyed in on his right shin there, it looks seamless from a lot of angles. It doesn't look like he's attached to anything. The paint job on the Spider-Man Iron Spider suit is awesome. Candy apple red, it shines. It has a deep kind of candy paint tone to it. The metallic arms with the innovation and how massive and menacing they are. I forgot to even give the height. So obviously the height can vary, like if you had the arm sticking straight up, but the way that I have him positioned right now, he's still very tall, man. About 27 inches tall. The base actually has some mass to it as well. I want to say like the depth is around 13.5 inches or so. The width, I mean, it depends which way you put it. 14.5 here. About 12.5 here. So it's gonna take some space up, but yeah, it gets the GemMint seal of approval. I'm glad that I ended up picking this up. Let me know what you guys think about the Iron Spider in the comments down below. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a quick 360, and then I'm gonna show you where I have him displayed, hoping that he fits where I plan to have him.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.